and of course it's a derby, and maybe not that big history than other derbies can be, but in my opinion it's a different one than a normal game at home.
What have you made of Bournemouth's season so far?
First of all, I think they and that is what I respect of that club and the manager, is they have a philosophy about football, and I think by far they were the best team in the championship last season, and of course the Premier League is more difficult, and maybe the last two final results makes it a little bit more difficult for them. But still, if you analyze the team, is that they try to play football, that they try to create, and they show it last Wednesday against Liverpool, that they are difficult to beat.
From your perspective, you mentioned their philosophy. What's the best way to counter that?
I think one of that, to counter that, to control that is that you have to press at the right moment, and to have good pressing. In my opinion, that's one of our qualities. But that has to be at the right moment. It's the wrong time. Then they have that quality to play out of about that wrong pressing.
And with that philosophy, it hasn't worked for them so far this season. They have had injuries, but can that philosophy, if they continue with that and that attacking approach, can that work for a newly promoted team, do you think?
Yeah, but teams like them, they are very punished when they miss players, important players in the squad by injuries, more than maybe other teams in the Premier League, and that makes it difficult. But if you watch the two last games, what they play, also a little bit unlucky by mistakes of the goalkeepers, and that makes it difficult in the two last games. But still, they have a good team, a strong team, and they will come to our stadium with a lot of energy, and you have to deal with that.
You mentioned the goalkeeper situation. Arthur Boric will be hoping for a recall to the team. Any regrets about how that ended with him, and would you still have liked him around the Southampton squad?
No, because we make different decisions. Arthur was in his last season of contract, and we signed Fraser as a new goalkeeper, and that was the reason for him to leave the club. But he was part of the title of last season of Bournemouth. He did a great job, and you know, if goalkeepers make a mistake, it's a goal. And they had the two games. Boric was not playing against City, and that goalkeeper make also a mistake. And you know, mistakes by goalkeepers are goals normally, and that makes it still for them more difficult.
The way that Eddie Howe encourages his goalkeepers and his defenders to play out from the back, is that something that you speak to your players about, that you've seen Arthur Boric make 3 mistakes already this season? Do you remind your players that there is a mistake in
no,
him?
That's you have to be. You need a lot of attention and how you like to press, at what time you press, and of course if they like to play from the back, and you have some good pressing, then you can win the ball, and you defensively the opponent is open, is with a lot of space. But then you have to do at the right moment that pressing. If not, they will play out, and that's also a quality of them.
Jay Rodriguez, do you know any more about his injury and how serious it is?
No, at the moment he's still out. Like Shane, both are not available for the weekend.
You don't know how serious that is? Is it linked to his previous injury at all?
No, but he's trying to come back, but he's still not in training with the rest of the players, and we have good hope that starts next week.
And you say the same with Shane Long. How is he progressing?
He's progressing well, but not good enough to be part of the team for this weekend.
Have you any other injury concerns for this weekend?
No.
On Mane and Pella, 13 goals between them this season. Are you happy that that's starting to show a bit of promise this season?
I'm happy if they continue like this.
And what has impressed you about them this season?
I think it's not about one or two players. Of course, they are important players because they are scoring goals, and Mane is also a player who can do assist, with a lot of creation out of his movements. But they are important. But the rest of the team, the rest of the players, give them the chance to score and to be important for the team.
Your next 3 games are Bournemouth, Sunderland and Stoke. What would be a good return for you as manager? Do you need to be targeting maximum points from those 3 games given the 3 sides?
First of all, if we play at our level, if we play like we like to play football, then you have always the possibility to win the game. And it's not because it's not good, because the Premier League is different. Sometimes the Bournemouth game can be more difficult than a Liverpool game or a Chelsea game, and it's game by game. That's the planning. It's not about now we play 2 at home and it needs to be 6 points. No. Play football, play out of our philosophy. Then the possibility that we win is possible.
What can you read into the league table, if anything, at the moment? The fact that teams like West Ham and Leicester are in the top spots.
At this stage in the season, it's not the most important, the position on the table, because it's so close to everybody, up higher on the table and lower behind us. It's now a difference with a lot of points, and it's not the time to look too much to the table.
The fact that, I know you say not time to look at the table, but the fact that Chelsea are struggling and it's quite